Art has the power to inspire, connect communities, and create opportunity, but behind every great creative work is an artist who needs the tools and support to succeed. Co-founder Therese Davis and Arturo Mendez-Reyes, founder and executive director of Arts Collab, join us today to share how the organization is empowering Bay Area artists and strengthening the local creative economy. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us, for the space and the invitation. We are super excited to be here to invite everybody to participate in our community arts market that is happening this Saturday and Sunday, July 18 and 19, at the Presidio Tunnel Tops. We're gonna have 20 artists that we have been supporting in developing their own creative businesses, right? So from developing their ability to pitch their projects, to close their sales, to really talk to people and really give them an opportunity to support them. We're gonna be hosting an official arts market where they are gonna be able to sell their products, their services, their practice, showcase their practice, and make a dignified living out of their work.
Yeah, incredible. I want to kind of talk about this a little bit more and break down exactly how you guys are supporting artists in that way. So, Therese, tell me, kind of back up and give me the background. You are one of the co-founders. Tell me how you wanted to get started with this.
So I'm also an artist. I'm a visual performance artist and have been a lifelong supporter of artists and just recognize there's, an opportunity to elevate voices. And as artists, a lot of times we're just busy creating. We're not thinking about telling our story. We're just really telling our story through our art.
Yeah.
And so I had the opportunity to develop grant writing and proposal writing skills and decided I wanted to just expand the number of things that I share with community. And that led me to working with Arturo and supporting over 300 artists and raising $2.8 million for their art.
Incredible. That is a big sum of money to have raised.
It's not nothing.
Yeah,
it's not nothing.
Yeah, that is really something. And so, Arturo, talk to me, about how you guys are able to raise funds in that way and how that really, really does transform how artists are living and working here in the Bay Area.
Absolutely. Well, we live in one of the most expensive cities in the country, and we have experienced numerous ways of gentrification, displacement, unfortunately, after COVID. A lot of the people who left the Bay Area, who left San Francisco, haven't been able to come back. But for those who stayed and for those who we still have here, we have been creating this network of support where artists get, really supporting the infrastructure for the creative economy. And when I say infrastructure for the creative economy, I talk about everything that goes into artists creating, producing, promoting, selling, distributing, and accounting for their work in order to make their practice sustainable. It's not just a cute thing to have. It is actually a life or death situation where if I don't, if I don't make rent at the end of the month, I need to look for a different place to live, right?
Right.
So because we are so closely embedded in the community and we know so many people that were struggling at some point, we decided that we need to take this upon in our hands and do something about it. We started working with our friends, our close friends, supporting them in developing their own grant applications. And then we realized that this is an expansive opportunity for many people. So to date, we actually have artists, students in 13 different cities around the country, in Mexico, in Canada. But we're focusing particularly in the Bay Area because this is our home and this is where we want to be. And we also want our friends to live a dignified life along with us.
Yeah, incredible, because what you just mentioned, the artist is an artist and they create what they create, but to be able to sustain that and make your own living is really making it to that next level of being a living and working artist, right? So you guys kind of help with all of that, which is just incredible. All the other things that come along with building your business, that's how you support these artists. I would love for you to highlight maybe one or two, that are going to be able to show this weekend and kind of just talk about what they're presenting there.
We have a lovely artist out of Vallejo. His name's Zachary Greer. He goes by Z. And he has a unique perspective in that he has a gallery, and he's also an artist, so he's also supporting lots of other artists, and he's also a death doula. And so in his work, you see these deep images around, experiencing life and experiencing transition to the other side. And he creates like an actual gallery out of his booth. It's quite unique.
Yeah,
probably over 300 pieces.
Wow, okay.
And also on repurposed wood and different types of fibers.
Amazing. Arturo, yes, go
Another
ahead.
artist I want to highlight is the work of Rufi and Connie. This is a mother and a daughter from Oaxaca who are creating, crafting chocolate, artisanal chocolate products. And so it's been really nice to work with them to be able to elevate their booth, their pitch, and their confidence when they are speaking to people, right?
Yeah.
In our last arts market, they were able to sell upward of $2,000.
Incredible.
In 4 days.
Remind everyone where they can come check out all of the artists this
Community
weekend.
Arts Market at the Presidio Tunnel Tops this Saturday and Sunday, July 17 and 18. We're going to open up at 10 in the morning. We're going to close at 4 p.m. We're going to have Batucada. We're going to have Intimística. We're probably going to watch the World Cup, maybe. And we're just going to be there in community with all the best vibes.
Okay,
Please do
amazing.
come.
Therese, Arturo, thank you so much for joining us.